Hey everyone, it is Amber here and welcome to another Stellar Guitarist guitar tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer. Now this is such an awesome guitar song. It's a little bit challenging but super fun to play. So without further ado, let's jump into the tutorial. So first things first, you're going to need to make sure that your guitar is in standard tuning, and to make sure that we are playing in the same key as the original, you're going to need to put a capo onto the 3rd fret of your guitar. So let's get started with learning the verse of the song. So we're going to be revolving around a C major chord. So this is our first chord of the chord sequence. Next up we have a C major 7, and all we need to do for that is lift our first finger off of the strings. And then next we have a C7 chord. So what you need to do for that is go back to your C major chord with 3 fingers, and then we're going to add our pinky into the 3rd fret on the G string. And then we're going to go back to a C major 7 chord. So that is the first chord sequence. We're going to be going from a C to a C major 7, to a C7, back to C major 7. And then at the very end of the verse, we're going to have an F major chord that's going to sneak in there. And for this F, I'm going to be playing an F major 7 over C, because I feel like it just sounds the best for the song. So this is using 4 fingers. And if this is a little bit challenging for you at the moment, then you can of course just use the good old F major 7, which is my easy F, and that is just using 3 fingers. So let's play through that chord sequence from the verse using just 1 down strum on each chord. So starting on the C, you can follow along with the chords up on the screen. A 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, C major 7, 2, 3, 4, C7, 2, 3, 4, back to C major 7, and to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, C major 7, 3, 4, C7, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go to that F. So that F chord is going to come in at the end in place of the C major 7 that we would usually play at the end of that chord sequence. So my advice is to really spend time practicing changing back and forth between those 4 chord shapes. I feel like this song has a bit of finger gymnastics, so make sure that you're really comfortable with those chord changes. If you can get through with just 1 down strum on each chord, then what we're going to try next is playing 4 down strums on each chord from the verse. So you can follow along on the screen. Let's start from that C major, 4 down strums. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and C. Kiss me. C major 7, out of the bearded barley. C7, 3, 4, C major 7. The green, green C. Swing, swing. C major 7. Spinning step, C7, wear those shoes and I will F major 7. So you have those 4 chord shapes under your fingers. Next we're going to look at the strumming pattern that is used in the song. And it's going to sound something like this. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And a great thing to do would be to practice that on just 1 chord. So let's take the C major for example. So it will sound like this. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And you can really hear the song coming through as soon as you start using that strumming pattern. We can then change to the C major 7. Try get to that C7 chord, and then back to the C major 7. So we're going to try playing that entire verse now using the new strumming pattern. We're going to play this really slowly, and I'm not going to sing along so that you can really focus on getting the strumming pattern right. So we're going to start on that C major chord. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, switch. Back to C. And to F. Now, if you are enjoying my tutorial here on YouTube, you guys know the drill. Please could I ask you to just take 2 seconds and to like this video. And if you are new here, then please could I ask you to subscribe to my channel and come and join the Stellar Guitarist community. Your support really helps me out in notifying YouTube that people actually like my lessons, and this just helps me so much in being able to create lessons just like this for you every single week. Right, let's get back into the lesson. So next up, we're going to tackle the chorus, and we're going to learn this in 2 sections. So the chords are going to be up on the screen for you. So let's look at section number 1. The chords we're going to need are a D minor chord to a G major. We then have C to A minor 7. Now you can play a normal A minor if that is what you're comfortable with, but an A minor 7 is just playing without your ring finger pressed down on the strings. We then go back to D minor, to our G chord again. We then have C and C7. And finally we have D minor back to G. So as you can notice, all of those chords are between brackets. So we have 2 chords per bracket. And this just means that in a bracket, those 2 chords are going to be sharing 4 counts. So for example, the D minor will get 2 beats and the G is going to get 2 beats. So let's play through that entire first half of the chorus using 2 down strums on each of those chords. So taking it from the D minor, a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 to G. 1, 2, C, A minor 7, D minor, and to G, to C, C7, D minor, and to G. So let's give that one more try, and we can add a little bit of singing just to give some context. 2 strums on each chord, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Kiss G beneath the A minor 7, D minor G, C2, C7, and D minor to the G. So if you're finding that easy and you're able to get through those chord changes relatively smoothly, then we're going to look at the strumming pattern that is actually used in this section. And it sounds like this: down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. Down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. So if we go back to those chords in the brackets, what we're going to be doing is splitting that strumming pattern over those 2 chords. So the first chord is going to get the down, 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 and the second chord is going to get the up, up, down, 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 up. So for example, the D minor is going to get the down, 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 and then our G is going to get the up, up, down, 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 up. And then our C and A minor 7 is the same. C is going to get down, 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 and A minor 7, up, up, down, 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 up. So let's try that first line of chords starting on the D minor. 2, 3, 4. To G, C, A minor 7. And the same applies for the second line of chords. and for that final line of chords, which is D minor to G. So moving on into the second part of the chorus, we're going to have a brand new set of chords and we're going to have a brand new strumming pattern too. So let's get into tackling the chords first. We're going to have a C major to a C over B, where we're just going to take our ring finger off and take our second finger up to the A string in the second fret. We're then going to be going to an A minor 7 and then to A minor over G. And this is going to be an easier version where we're just going to be using our first finger, which is still anchored down on the B string in the first fret. And then our ring finger is going to reach across into the third fret on the E string. This is where we'd usually play our root note in a G major chord. So we're playing an A minor over G. So we have a really lovely walking bass line happening over there. We're going from a C to a B to an A to a G. So really take some time to practice changing between those chords. C to the C over B, A minor 7, and the A minor over G. Really focusing on accenting those bass strings more than the treble. And notice how my first finger has not moved for that entire chord sequence. So this is kind of like an anchor finger for that section of the song. It's really, really beautiful. And then we're going to be changing to an F major 7 chord. Next up we have a G suspended 4, and the way we're going to be playing that is keeping our first finger anchored down on that B string, and we're going to take our second and third fingers and place them on the A string in the second fret, and our ring finger is going to be in the third fret on our E string. And you can try not to, we don't really want to hear the high E string. And then we're going to be changing to that G major chord, and what I like to do here is just take my first finger off and just focus on strumming the low strings. So you're getting that bass, those bass strings of what a G chord would sound like. So going from our G sus4 to a G major chord. So those are all the chords in the second half of the chorus. Now let's look at the strumming pattern that we're going to be needing. So line 1 is going to get the strumming pattern down, 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 up. So it's going to sound like this. So we have the C, down, 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 up. C over B, down, 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 up. The A minor 7, down, 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 up. And then the A minor over G, down, 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 up. And then when we get to the F major 7, our strumming pattern is very syncopated. Down, up, up, down, up, up, down, down, up. Down, up, up, down, up, up, down, down, up. And then the last two chords are really quite straightforward. We're going to have 2 down strums on the G sus4, 1, 2, and then 1 down strum on the G. So if we put that second half together, it's going to sound like this. From the C, to the F, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 1, 2, 1 strum. So just try that one more time. You can join me, starting on the C, a 1, 2, ready, and. To the F. Up, down, down, up, 2 strums and 1 strum. So that's quite a lot of information for the chorus. Spend some time really focusing on understanding how those strumming patterns and chord changes are going to work. And next we're going to do is a playthrough of the chorus pretty slowly so that you can get the hang of it. So let's start from the beginning of the chorus on that D minor chord. A 1, 2, here we go. Kiss me beneath the taking us right back into the chord sequence we learned in the verse. So the final section of the song we're going to look at today very quickly is the bridge. This is the chord section of the bridge, really straightforward. As you can see up on the screen, we have the first half of the bridge, which is going to be identical to the chord sequence used in the verse, except we're going to just be doing one down strum. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 7, 2, 3, 4. And we repeat the same thing again. Back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, C7, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the second half of the bridge is when we're going to be playing the first section from the chorus. So we have the D minor to the G, the C to the A minor 7, D minor to G, and C to C7. And we're going to be using the strumming pattern down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. So it's going to sound exactly like the chorus. Now, if you listen very carefully to the song, you can hear that there are some solos that take place over the bridge. So we're going to zoom in for a close-up and we're going to look at a simplified version of those solos coming up next. So as I've mentioned, this is going to be a simplified version of the solo. It's just something fun and any beginner can really learn how to play this. So this solo is actually divided up into two sections. So we're going to learn section 1 first, and it's going to sound like this. So we have lots of open strings in the solo, and we're only working in the 3rd fret when we push down notes. So the first bar is going to be an open E string, followed by our 3rd finger in the 3rd fret on the B string, and then our pinky is going to be tucked right underneath on the high E string. So we have 0, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. The second bar is identical. 0, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. Our 3rd bar is a 0 on the E, back to that 3rd fret on the B, and then we have an open E, and the last bar is an open G string. So we have 0, 3, 3, 0, 3, 3, 0, 3, 0, 0. The second part of the solo is going to be a little bit more complicated, but definitely doable. We're going to be remaining in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd frets with our fingers falling in the 1st, our 2nd finger falling in the 2nd fret, and our 3rd finger falling into the 3rd fret. So we can have our 1st fret on the high E, followed by an open, and then 3rd fret on the B. The second bar is going to start off with the same 3 notes. We're then going to add a few more notes. 1st finger into the 1st fret on the B string. And our 2nd finger is going to be on the G string, 2nd fret. Back to our 1st finger on the B string. 1, 0, 3, 1, 2, 1. So the first 2 bars are going to sound like this. One, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, 2, 1. The 3rd bar is the same as the 1st bar. And our final bar, we're going to play our 1st finger in the 1st fret on the B string twice. Reach across with our 3rd finger into the 3rd fret, and then open E. So let's put that entire 2nd section together. So let's play through from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kiss me. There you have it, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to my tutorial today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Now, if you're wanting to learn how you can work with me a little bit more closely as a mentor and guitar coach, then click the link below this video and go and check out my guitar program, the Stellar Academy. This is an amazing program if you are wanting to learn how to become a confident and stellar guitarist. It's great for beginners, so go check it out. And until next time, I hope to see you in my next lesson. Have a wonderful day. Bye.